So we mentioned in the north, someone that wants to interfere with Nanda Baba's pastimes with his Nandulal. And Lord Shiva has taken up position there as Nandishvar, Mahadev. And of course the Nandishvar Parvat, the very hill upon which Nanda Baba's palace is established and Krishna had so many pastimes, is actually the body of Lord Shiva. It's a form of Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva performed tapasya for several thousand years to enter Krishna's pastimes in Braj. And when the Lord appeared before Shiva, he asked him what benediction he wanted. He said, I want to get a chance to witness your Braja pastimes. Let me become a hill or a stone. So in Brajvriti Chintamani, Vishwanath writes about this in 115. The devotees declare that Nandishvar is the form of Shiva shining as Nanda Maharaj's capital. One day, Shiva decided to come to Nandagram to get darshan of Nandalal. When he reached Nanda Baba's palace, these Sakhi attendants informed Yashoda that there was a yogi that wanted to see her son. But when Yashoda saw him, she was so afraid of his strange appearance. He had a din-din drum tied to his waist, and crematorium ashes were smeared all over his body. There were snakes around his neck. When Yashoda saw this frightful figure of Lord Shiva, she immediately slammed the door of the palace. She was afraid that if her baby Nandalal saw this terrifying form, ghastly appearance, he would start crying. Shiva left in disappointment, and he went off to the forest to meditate at Ashishvar Mahadev, right? As soon as he left, Nandalal, baby Krishna, or young child Krishna, began to cry and cry and cry. Although, despite all the efforts of Yashoda and all the elderly gopis, they could not pacify him. One elderly gopi ventured, maybe someone's put an evil eye on Krishna. Has anyone come recently to meet your boy this morning, recently? Yashoda said, yes, there was a strange-looking yogi who came here. And the gopis fanned out in different directions looking for that yogi. They found him sitting in meditation, or Sheshvar Vahan. He said, listen, you come to Nandagram. As soon as the baby Krishna saw Shiva, he began to smile and he stopped crying. But Yashoda shut the door again on his face. And again Krishna began to cry. So then again she opened the door and gave darshan of Shiva to Krishna. He smiled. Shiva had a request. Mother Yashoda would keep Krishna's foot on his head. Mother Yashoda denied it because she was afraid of all the snakes and scorpions crawling around Shiva. However, the elderly gopis persisted. And finally, Lord Shiva received the divine lotus feet of Krishna on his head. At that, his happiness was boundless. Similarly, Krishna was overjoyed to see Lord Shiva, who began dancing ecstatically, playing his din-din drum. So as soon as he got the touch of Nandalal's feet, his tiny lotus feet, he became ecstatic and untied the din-din drum from his waist, started playing it furiously and dancing. Nataraj, Shiva. And Krishna was smiling and laughing to see this ecstatic dance. He was very happy to see this wonderful dance. Seeing this, Yashoda quickly requested Lord Shiva to stay in Nandagram permanently so that Krishna would always be happy. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Lord Shiva said, I will stay here under two conditions. One is that whenever you bathe your Nandalal, you'll pour his charnamrita over my head. And secondly, you'll give me some remnants of his food. Tatastu, Bhavatu. Since then, Lord Shiva has stayed in Nandagram in the form of Nandishwar Mahadev Shiva Linga. And the charnamrita and Mahaprasad of Lord Krishna is first offered to him after Nandalal honors it or enjoys it. Nandishwar Mahadeva ki jai.